Okay, I think we are live, Nick.
I think we are, Paola, yes.
Yes, I can see here. We are live. Of course we are. Hello, Nick. How are you today?
I'm doing really well, Paola. It's been a great Sunday so far, even though it's just 11 o'clock here in
I
Colorado.
think we are live, Nick.
Yes.
Yes,
Excellent.
yes. So let's see, because if not, I need to open this, because if not, I will have the volume there. So let me take here the volume down. And this is going to be good. Yes. Let's see. Yes, the streaming is good. Yeah, I can see it here. Let me put this here. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. So hello, everyone. I am Paola Ripoll. I am very happy to be here with my friend Nick Kidawski doing this second episode of this Nick and Paola's Breakthrough Show. Hello, Nick. How are you today?
I'm doing really well, Paola. How are you?
Very good, Nick. Thank you so much. Very happy to be here with you today again.
Yeah, likewise. And hello, everyone. My name is Nick Kidawski. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner and owner of Cultivate Wellness here in Colorado. And what we're going to be talking about today is fear. So, I think this is something right now that maybe a lot of people are feeling with the pandemic and, geez, just everything else going on, whether that is your fear or whether you are kind of feeling the collective consciousness of fear. So what we're going to talk about is I'm going to go ahead and talk about what chakras or energy centers will hold on to fear. And then I'll be choosing someone to release some fear from one of their chakras. And then Paola, you're going to talk about the different organs and glands that hold on to fear. Is that right?
Exactly, that's right.
Great.
I will be talking about the organs that they are related with fear. Remember that the organs that we have in our body, they have like a specific emotions and a specific vibrations. So I'm going to be talking about those organs that are related with fear and about the glands that are related with fear. And I will be choosing one volunteer, the volunteer that needs more help today, and I will release the fear.
Awesome. Well, I think it's going to be a really good show.
Yes, of course, yes. Of course, yes.
Excellent. All right, well, I guess I'll go ahead and get started and just talk a little bit about fear. So, I'm sure you all have heard the acronym of fear, which is like fear everything and run, or I'm sorry, I think I got that wrong actually. I'm drawing a blank on what it is right now, but that's okay, it'll come back to me. So, I want to say that, when you're feeling fear, that fear, it's not a stop sign. When we're feeling fear, I think it's really meant for us to really look inside and see exactly what is going on with ourselves. And is this fear really truly a fear? Or is it maybe something that we are, self-creating? So what can happen with fear is that we can hold it in our chakras or our energy centers. So we have 7 main chakras or 7 main energy centers. And each one of these chakras or energy centers, it has a right that we are born with. So our root chakra is our right to be here, basically our right to take up space. Our sacral chakra is our right to feel, like to feel our emotions. Our third chakra is our right to act, to take action. Our fourth chakra, our heart chakra, is our right to love and to be loved. Our fifth chakra, our throat chakra, is our right to speak. Our sixth chakra, which is also known as the third eye, is our right to see. And then our seventh chakra, which is our crown chakra, is our right to know. And so, again, we're born with each one of these 7 rights. And, the truth is that we can really hold fear in any one of those chakras. But what I see a lot of times with clients when I'm doing an emotion code session with them is that I think we tend to hold fear mostly in the lower 3 chakras. So the root chakra, the sacral, and the solar plexus. Because those 3 lower chakras are where we hold all of our programming. So, things that we observed as a child, that we were taught as a child, programming from our parents, from our society, from our culture, from our authority, whether that was like a teacher or a boss, or like the media, for example. So again, that's kind of where we hold rather all where we hold our programming is in those lower 3 chakras. So there is the root chakra, and we will hold fear in the root chakra because it is directly connected with the adrenal glands and with the fight or flight response. So oftentimes when you feel fear, a lot of people will go into that fight or flight response. So again, that's why fear can be held in that chakra. And then sometimes some of the fear that is held in that chakra, because it has to do with our root chakra, it can also be very much connected to our family. So this can be our parents. This can also be our ancestors going back several generations. So if one of our ancestors way, way, way back when had a strong feeling of fear that they never got to be released, then that inherited trapped emotion of fear can be stuck or held in the root chakra as an inherited emotion. The next chakra is the sacral chakra, and fear can be stuck in this chakra. This could be fear of feeling our emotions, feeling our feelings. This can also be a fear of relationships as well. So whether that's a friendship, whether that's a work relationship, whether that's like more of a romantic relationship. And then we could also have fear just about sex. So that could be our own sexual energy or just the act of sex. It could also be that we have a fear of our own creativity. So kind of really expressing ourselves and being who we really want to be. And then the third chakra is the solar plexus chakra. And we can hold fear in this chakra. I'm going to take a drink of water here. Okay, so we can hold fear in our solar plexus chakra because our solar plexus chakra, when it's out of balance on a mental and emotional level, it has a lot to do with feeling worthless, having low self-esteem, not feeling like we're good enough. Oftentimes, when there's fear and it's connected to a feeling of anxiety, this can also be held a lot in the solar plexus chakra. And if we have a fear of taking action on what we really want to do in our life, that fear can also hold itself in the solar plexus chakra as well. So, one of the antidotes to start to heal fear is knowledge. So, I'm sure that you all have heard the phrase fear of the unknown, right? So, usually when we're afraid of something, it's because we don't have enough information about it to really understand it. And oftentimes, the more knowledge and the more understanding that we have about something, um, the less afraid we're going to be about it. So, I guess my action item for you in this show, hey, Julie, thanks for joining. Super glad that you're here. So my action item for you in this show is if you are afraid of something, learn more about it. And that will decrease your fear that you feel about that subject or that you feel about that concern. So, in today, we live in the age of information, right? So, if you're afraid about something, you don't know enough about it. So, you can Google it, you can watch a YouTube video, you can take an online class, you can read a book, you can go get a mentor, you can listen to a podcast. There's like a million different ways that you can get the information that you're looking for, so that that helps to really quench your fear, so that you don't have fear, about whatever it is that you're dealing with. So, um, what I would like to do right now is I'll go ahead and I'll take a volunteer that is dealing with some sort of fear. And what I'll do is I'll be finding the specific chakra that you're holding that fear in, and then releasing up to 10 trapped emotions that are held in that chakra that are contributing to that fear for you. So, Julie, it looks like you're on right now, which is awesome. So, if you wanted to go ahead and volunteer for that, oh, okay, you just raised your hand. Excellent. Okay. All right, Julie. So, if you could do me a favor and go ahead and type into the chat your age, and then go ahead and type into the chat um, one specific fear that you would like to go ahead and work with right now. So while we wait for Julia's response here, Paola, did you want to add anything about fear and the chakras that you can think of?
No, it's wonderful. What you have shared is wonderful, Nick. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so again, Julie, if you could please just go ahead and type your age into the comments, and then go ahead and type one specific fear that you would like to work with right now. Okay, losing your mobility completely. Okay, we can definitely work with that. And Julie, if you would please go ahead and type into the comments your age.
Now that you will be working with Julie, I'm gonna explain, Nick, the 7 keys of emotion code. Some people that they already follow us, they know what's emotion code and they know what are the keys. But always I say it's very important that they know that the name and the age is so important because it's the way they give us permission to work with them. Yeah, there, Julie is 52.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay, Julie. So I'm just going to go ahead and just take a couple of seconds here. And I don't believe in working alone. So I like to get as much help as I possibly can. So I'm going to go ahead and just spend a couple of seconds here and just ask for some help from up above and say a little prayer that this little emotion code session will be awesome for you. And everyone that's on the show right now, you can feel free to join me in that little prayer for Julie. Okay, there we go, Julie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and energetically connect to you. And then I'm going to work in silence here. And then when I'm done, I'll let you know what I found and what I released. And while I'm doing all that, yeah, Paola, you're going to go ahead and talk about the 7 keys to the emotion code.
Of course, of course, of course. Hello, everyone. Hello, Marlene. Hello, Liz. Hello, Yuli. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It will be very nice for Nick and I if you share with us and you tell us where do you live? Where are you from? Where are you connecting today with us? A lot of people that they follow us, I know that you know about emotion code, but we have a lot of new people that is connecting. So I like to talk about the 7 keys of emotion code. First, what is emotion code? Well, emotion code is an energy healing modality where we track and where we see what are the trap emotions that are blocking your body in different aspects, perhaps trap emotions that are creating some physical discomfort or emotional discomfort, some other issues or blocks in your life. How we work, when we work with emotion code, how we do it? Well, something that is, there are 2 things that I believe are awesome of this modality. Number one, that I love, personally, I love so much, is that we don't need to dig in the story of the person that we work with. Why? Because we track the emotions that are contributing and you are not having a happy, healthy, or wealthy life. That's it. So we see what are the trap emotions that you have in your body. Trap emotions are balls of energy of the size of an orange that, and at different age, they can lodge in different parts of your body. And then they can create some discomfort or physical pain or emotional discomfort, etc. I say that the emotions, when they create, for example, physical pain, they are calling us. Why? Because they want to be clean. We need to release them. So how we can do this? How can we work this if we don't have the person with us? Well, we do that by proxy. What's proxy? Is distance connection. With intention, we ask for help from above always, and with intention, energetically, we're going to connect with you to work with you. Then, after that, whatever we will work with you, for us is very important something. And that something is this, is the permission. You need to give us your permission to work with you. Why? And what's the permission? The permission is the Wi-Fi connection that we are going to do with you. So we need a password. To connect with you, you need your password. The way that you give us permission is with your name and also with your age. So having your permission with help from above, we are energetically, we're going to connect with you. And to connect with you, you are going to tell us, like, for example, now Nick is searching the chakra that is not happy, the chakra that is imbalanced, and is contributing with Julie's fear that she has. So, I mean, exactly in this situation, Julie, perhaps she can say, well, the severity of my fear is this one, or perhaps not, and Nick only muscle test, and he will get what's the severity. If we work with, for example, with physical pain, always to know the severity from 0 to 10 is something nice. Why? 10 is that the severity that you're having, let's say lower back pain, 10 is like extreme pain, it's very severe, 0 is nothing, you will never ask for help if it's 0. So knowing the severity is good to know. After we know the severity and we are connected with you, we are going to search which are the trap emotions that are contributing with the issue that we are working with you. So we use this, I'm going to show you, this is the emotion code chart. In this emotion code chart, we have 60 different emotions. The emotions are connected with organs, are connected with glands. I mean, these are like the basically 60 trap emotions that we work with. So we are going to ask your subconscious mind. Remember that the subconscious mind is this big intelligence computer that we have, that knows the 90% of the things that happen to us, and the conscious mind knows only between the 5 and the 10%. So we will ask your subconscious mind, what trap emotion is contributing with the issue that we are working? Your subconscious mind is going to tell us, and then perhaps we ask the age, and we are going to release. How we find emotion? Well, we muscle test. The muscle test technique that I use is, for example, is the ring and ring method, that when I ask something that is yes, that the answer is yes, ring and ring, they stay together, and then they will open when the answer is negative or is no. For example, it's my name, Paola, you see, it's my name, Nick, no, it's not. So this is how I muscle test. There are different techniques of muscle testing, so we don't guess, we muscle test, and your subconscious mind is the one that answer. How we clean? Well, we use the governor meridian that starts above the lip and ends in the end of our spine. So we can do it with our hands, because in our hands we have energy, and with intention we are going to release like this the trap emotions. 3 times for normal trap emotions, 10 times for inherited trap emotions, or psychic trauma, or shared trap emotions. We will sweep 10 times, and with intention that will go away. Also, we can use a magnet to clean. So with the hand of the magnet, that works awesome. So that's the way that we clean. After we clean, what you need to do, feel happy, because you don't have that anymore, and drink water, because it's very important to drink water. You will see Nick that is constantly, he's drinking water, and I will be constantly drinking water. For us as emotion code practitioners, this is very important. Be hydrated practitioners. And it's desirable for the people that we work with to drink water. So that is nice. These are the 7 keys of emotion code.
All right, that was awesome, Paola. Good job. All right, Julie, so it looks like I just got done working with you here. So that was perfect timing. So Julie, the fear that I found here for you, you said that your fear was losing mobility completely. And I found that fear to be held in your root chakra. So the root chakra, it's our first chakra. And this chakra, it's tied a lot to our physical body. So one of the things that if our root chakra is out of balance, we need to work with healing our physical body. Because our physical body, it's our vehicle, you know. So if we have a healthy and a vibrant physical body, then that will help us to create and to manifest what we want in our lives. And with the root chakra, that also has a lot to do with grounding as well. So if we have something that we want to do and we're feeling fear about it, that can affect our root chakra, and that can prevent um, our idea that maybe comes through our crown chakra, and it goes all the way through our body, through the chakras, into the root chakra, and that's where it manifests here on the physical earth. So, again, that's why it's really important to um, make sure that our root chakra is balanced and is healthy, and that our energy is grounded. So, Julie, the trapped emotions that I found here in your root chakra that I released that were contributing to you losing mobility completely, that fear that you have. First of all, I found all of these trapped emotions were yours. So I found the trapped emotion of fear around the age of 10. And when I find an age, this age can be pretty accurate, plus or minus a year. And so some clients will know exactly what that trapped emotion is around that age. And then sometimes they have no idea what it is, and that's okay. If your subconscious mind really needs some sort of closure about that trapped emotion, what clients have told me was that in a day or two, they will have some sort of memory pop up about what that specific experience was about. So the next trapped emotion I found for you here was a trapped emotion of overwhelm around the age of 5, a trapped emotion of worthless around the age of 5, a trapped emotion of peeved around the age of 5, a trapped emotion of shock that your subconscious mind didn't really uh, need to know anything more about, so I just released that for you. There's another trapped emotion of worthless that your subconscious mind didn't need to know anything about. And what happens with the emotion code is when Paola or I find the same trapped emotion over and over and over again, all that means is that you have felt that emotion more than once in your life, and you've trapped that same emotion more than once. So that's why that trapped emotion is in your body more than once. The next trapped emotion I found was an emotion of conflict around the age of 25, a trapped emotion of worthless that your subconscious mind didn't really need to know anything more about, a trapped emotion of blaming around the age of 5, and then a trapped emotion of abandonment around the age of 1. So as I kind of look through this list, it looks like the age of 5 came up quite a bit. So my guess is that you might have had some sort of stressful or overwhelming experience around that age. And those emotions got stuck or trapped in your root chakra. So again, if your subconscious mind really needs closure on those emotions, you might have a memory that pops up in the next couple of days. You might have like a vivid dream where you kind of remember what that specific experience was about. And then to finally close the little emotion code session here, Julie, I went ahead and I rebalanced your heart chakra, and I programmed your body for this healing for you to be easy and peaceful and effective. So there you go, Julie. I hope that this helps you. If you have any questions about it, just go ahead and type it into the comments, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. And then also, if you have any questions, you can just directly send me a message in Facebook. And then this goes for Paola as well, but I'll just say it too. If you are someone or know someone that is struggling with fear, both Paola and I, we offer a 30-minute introductory emotion code session where we can start to work with you one-on-one to help you to start to release the trapped emotions that are causing that fear, or that you're struggling with physical or emotional pain, so that you can get back to being the person that you love to be. So you can contact us for more information about that through our Facebook page, Nick and Paola's Breakthrough Show, or you can just friend us on Facebook and send us a direct message, and we'd be happy to go ahead and get that set up for you.
Thank you so much, Nick. Yes, that
Yeah.
is very important, what you have said, because in this show and in the show that we do together and in the other shows, always we like to help people. We love to help people. That's the reason that we do this. And we release a lot of trapped emotions. But of course, it's very different. I mean, we would love to release like absolutely all the emotional baggage that is contributing with a specific issue, but it's not possible. I mean, to do it in the same show, because we like to give the opportunity to work always with with more than one people. So for every person that needs to go to a deeper level, we're going to be very happy to assist you. So today I'm going to talk about fear. Thank you so much for everyone that is here. I have seen that is people connected from the US, it's people connected from Mexico, and also is one girl connected from Stockholm, Sweden. So thank you so much. I think this is awesome, Nick.
That is awesome. You know, and Paola, I think it's really your intent and my intent to really work with people all around the world.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes, of course, that is our intention. So please, anyone that will like that I will work with you, you can start writing a message with your name and your age. And then when I will finish working, I will muscle test and I will see who's the person that needs more help. So I'm going to choose and I'm going to release that fear. And also you can tell me what's the type of fear that you are having, that you are feeling. And I will tell you. First, I want to talk about this fight or flight reaction, and I will explain you with an example. This fight and flight reaction is, the example is this. Imagine that you are in South Africa. So then you are walking outside your house and you see a huge lion. So what is going to happen? You are going to have a lot of fear. Perhaps also you are going to have anxiety, perhaps stress, but let's say that you are going to have a lot of fear and stress. And of course, stress because it's a stressful situation. So emotionally, perhaps you feel panic, you feel terror, you feel fear, you feel a lot of emotions. But at the same time, what is going to happen is that the amygdala gland, that is a gland that is in our brain, is going to send a message. And it's going to send a message to the hypothalamus gland, that is another brain gland, and the hypothalamus gland is going to stimulate the pituitary gland. And the pituitary gland is going to make the adrenal glands respond. And then what is going to happen with adrenal glands? Well, adrenal glands are stress, is the stress gland. It's called the stress gland. What is going to happen with the adrenal glands? Well, your body is going to produce adrenaline, noradrenaline. It's going to produce also cortisol. So for example, with this example of the lion, perhaps you are going to go up in the tree. I mean, something that normally you will never do because perhaps you don't have idea how to climb up in the tree. Well, that moment you are going to do it, or you are going to run, or you are going to run very fast. What is all the adrenaline that is in the body? Of course. Why? Because adrenal glands are stimulated. And I will tell you, it's not good that adrenal glands are not happy. I will explain you why. When adrenal glands are not happy, the imbalances that they can create in the body, that you can know that that gland is not happy, is perhaps could be like discomfort in the lower back, also discomfort in left knee pain. The left knee is connected with, is connected with adrenal glands. So that could be like another sign. Also sensitivity to bright light. Perhaps it's the bright light of your house, of the lamps, of the computer, or the telephone, the iPad. Sensitivity to bright light. Also difficulty to cope with stress, fatigue, joint noises. Those can be warnings that can tell you adrenals are not happy. And let's say, what are the organs that are connected with fear? And remember that organs and glands, they have a relationship, they produce certain emotions. So one of the organs that produce fear is the stomach. So also that means that could be that your stomach is not happy. Other organ that produce this emotion of fear, it's not the stomach, it's the kidneys. Kidneys are related with fear. The stomach is related with anxiety, and also spleen is related with anxiety. That, of course, with this example of the fight and fight reaction, perhaps you have also anxiety, and you get super worried. So, let's see, that is related with the spleen and stomach. But specifically with fear, the organs that produce fears are kidneys and also bladder. By the way, adrenal glands, where are adrenal glands in our body? Well, we have our kidneys, and on the top of the kidneys, there we have adrenal glands. As we have two kidneys, we have two adrenal glands, right and left. And I have read from Dr. Bradley Nilsson that Dr. Bradley Nilsson is the one that wrote the book of emotion code, and is the one that has, he received guidance, and he is the one that has developed this emotion code energy healing modality. I remember that I have read of him that he went on a vacation with the family and they went skiing, and then he started feeling like a discomfort in the left knee. So he muscle test, he asked himself what was going on, and then the response that he get is that adrenals were not happy. So remember, adrenals are related with that. And obviously the organs that they can get unhappy can be kidneys and also can be bladder. So I would like to know who needs help today. So I will muscle test. What's the type of fear that you're having? I want to tell you something. Nowadays, I have been seeing a lot of people having high levels of fear. And high levels of fear, and some of that fear is collective fear. I have seen, for example, some people that has been stay home because the quarantine, and when they start going outside, they are having a lot of fear of everything. And they are really having fear. Or people that is staying home, but they are having a lot of fear. They are watching the news all the time, and day by day they are having more fear. Or it's collective fear, is our own fear, but also it can be any type of fear that you have. Some people, they have, for example, they have fear of heights, fear to drive, fear of heights, fear of public speaking, fear of insects, fear of spiders, fear of whatever you want. I will be very happy to assist. Let's see who is here. Remember something, guys. Oh, Marlene says that you will love to be checked. You need to tell me your age, Marlene. Let's see, who else? It's important, remember that always is important that you give us permission, because we can, if you, for example, if you are a mother or a dad that you are watching this show or other show, you can give permission. If your child is having fear, let's say, you can give permission and we can work in your child if your child is under 18 years old. As a mother, as a father, you can give permission and we can work with that. But for example, let's say that someone says, oh, my brother or my sister is having a lot of fear. Yeah, we need the permission of that person. Marlene, okay, Marlene, 30 years old. Okay, but tell me, Marlene, do you have a specific fear that you want me to work with? I mean, that will be awesome. You can tell me, what's the type of fear? I mean, any type of fear, let's see. Yeah, you have lower back pain. Yeah, that's, yes, okay. I mean, that can be connected with what I'm working today. But today we are searching someone that is having fears. So I don't know if you're having a fear. I mean, it can be fear of anything, fear of insects, fear of darkness, fear to flight, fear to drive, fear of making decisions, on taking action. Okay, Marlene. So I will ask you guys to, I mean, who wants to do it is welcome. I will do a moment of silence, because remember, this is a work that we don't do alone. We ask always from help of the creator to do this. So I'm gonna have a moment of silence and I'm gonna connect with you, Marlene. Okay, thank you. So let's see, working for Paola, working for Marlene. Yeah, so I'm connected with you and I'm gonna start working with you, Marlene. I will be releasing 10 trap emotions and I will ask the age that you trap those emotions, okay?
Cool, and as you're doing that, Paola, I'll go ahead and talk about what I talked about at the beginning of the show, because I don't think we had a whole lot of people on, so they might have kind of missed my whole speech. So what I talked about was the different chakras or the different energy centers in the body that can hold onto fear. And so the chakras, what they do is they help to govern and help to balance our physical body, mental body, emotional body, and spiritual body. And we have 7 main chakras, and they each have a right that is connected to them. So the first chakra is the root chakra, which is connected to our right to be here, our right to exist, our right to take up space, basically. Our second chakra, which is the sacral chakra, is connected to our right to feel. So to feel and express and experience our emotions. The third chakra is connected to the solar plexus chakra, and that is our right to act, to take action. The fourth chakra is our heart chakra, which is our right to love and be loved. The fifth chakra is our right to speak, to express ourselves. The sixth chakra is our right to see. So, for example, our right to see the truth. And then our seventh chakra, our crown chakra, is our right to know. So we can, hey Jennifer, thanks for joining. Super glad that you're here. So we can hold fear in any one of these chakras, but when I do emotion code sessions privately with clients, I find that a lot of their fears are held in the lower 3 chakras. So the root chakra, the sacral, and the solar plexus chakra. And that's because those three lower chakras are where a lot of our programming comes from. So what I mean by that is, the programming that we received from our parents, from our brothers or sisters, the programming that we received from people in authority when we were little. So that could have been our parents, our grandparents, our teachers, maybe a priest, for example. And so these lower three chakras, like I said, they hold a lot of our programming, and they can also hold on to a lot of our fears. So our root chakra, it is directly connected to our adrenal glands. As Paola was saying, the adrenal glands, they're connected to our fight or flight response. So anytime we feel fear, it is natural to go into that fight or flight response. Some of the fears that we feel in our root chakra might not be ours. They might be fears that have been passed down the line to us from our ancestors. The second chakra that can hold a lot of fear is the sacral chakra. And this chakra, like I said, it is our right to feel. So our right to feel our emotions. So if we have fear about feeling our emotions, that can affect the sacral chakra. If we have fear about relationships, so whether that's a friendship or whether that's a work relationship or whether that is a romantic relationship, that can also be connected to the sacral chakra. And then the third chakra is the solar plexus chakra. And that chakra, primarily on a mental and emotional level, is connected to our confidence, connected to our sense of self, like how we really feel about ourselves. It's also connected to our ability to take action, to go out there and do what we want to do. And so when that chakra is out of balance, when we're feeling fear in that chakra, we might feel fear about taking action. We might feel low self-esteem. We might have a lack of confidence. We might feel hopeless or worthless. There might be some sort of like internal conflict that we have going on in our mind that can be held in that chakra as well. And so one of the antidotes, one of the medicines that you can use if you're feeling fear is knowledge. So I'm sure that you all have heard the expression fear of the unknown, right? So oftentimes when we're feeling fear, it's because we don't know something. We don't have enough information about something. And when we don't have enough information, it can be that feeling of like going into the unknown. So if you're feeling fear right now, maybe it's about this whole pandemic. Maybe it's, fear of getting into a relationship. Maybe it's fear of trying to find a job, or maybe getting a promotion. Maybe it's a fear of just taking action and maybe starting some sort of exercise program. I don't know what it is for you, but if you're feeling fear about something, you want to try and gather as much knowledge and as much information as you can about that. So, in today's world, we live in a sea of knowledge. So you can watch a Facebook Live to get the knowledge that you need. You can watch a YouTube video. You can go and find a mentor who has done what you want to do and who is willing to teach you. You can listen to a podcast. You can take an online course. You can read a book. You can listen to like an audio program if you wanted to. You know, there's so many different ways to get knowledge today that if you have, that will help to decrease that fear that you're feeling. So I hope that that is making sense for you. If it is, just go ahead and type in the comments and let me know.
Thank you so much, Nick. I finished working with Marlene already.
All right.
So I'm going to share with Marlene what I find out. Marlene and everyone, remember, we ask the subconscious mind, what are the trap emotions? In this case, in Marlene, I have asked, what are the trap emotions that are creating, that are contributing with this fear that you have of making decisions and taking actions, Marley? So your subconscious mind, the most important trap emotions that I muscle test and told me to release, I will tell you which ones they are. And remember, most of the time, these emotions, they will ring a bell on you, and you are going to identify the situation. Nick and I, we can ask the subconscious mind of the person we work with as much as we want. But we believe that it's good to ask only what the subconscious mind needs to know in order to release. Why? Because, for example, if you want to know more details, yes, we can muscle test and we can know more details, but then we cannot perhaps release a lot of emotions. I mean, perhaps we can release only 3 emotions instead of releasing 10 emotions. So I will tell you, Marlene, and Nick and I will love to know if the emotions that I found and I release, if they resonate with you, if they will ring a bell, you can type, oh yes, or no. And remember, the beautiful and the awesome thing of this is that we find emotion and we don't need to know the story, you know? So I will tell you, Marlene, the first trap emotion that I found is defensiveness. And it's trap emotion of defensiveness that you were having when you were 26 years old. So let's see if this rings a bell on you. Then I found the trap emotion of indecisiveness when you were 22 years old. Remember that indecisiveness is, oh, shall I travel to Paris or shall I travel to Berlin? Or shall I start a diet today or next week? So that's indecisiveness. Then I found trap emotion of grief when you were 17 years old. Remember that trap emotion, that grief is this emotion that we feel that like here in our heart, and is an emotion that we feel that is related, like when someone we love a lot pass away. It can be a human or it can be also your pet. And if no one has passed away when you were 17 years old, also it could be that you felt that, and it's that type of emotion that creates a lot of pain. So that's grief. And then I found an inherited trap emotion of despair. This you inherited from your dad and goes up 8 generations. I release, and remember, when we find inherited, I love when I find inherited. Why? Because we born with that. And when we release inherited trap emotions, these emotions are released in yourself, in all your ancestors, and also if you have childs, they are released from your childs. And also if you don't have childs already, but you will have, they will not inherit it because you caught with that. Then I found a trap emotion of disgust when you were 22 years old. I found nervousness. You were feeling very nervous, and because I need to know more, I asked and I needed to know more before I release. I get that this nervousness that you were feeling when you were 22 years old, something related with your family. So I'm sure that this is going to ring a bell. Then I found worry when you were 21 years old. Also, I found creative insecurity, and the creative insecurity, it's an emotion produced by the kidneys and bladder. And remember, kidneys and bladder are the organs that they produce fear. Creative insecurity is insecurity to start something new. Perhaps is insecurity that you, when you were 21 years old, could be that you wanted to start something. It could be same, like a new diet, a new relationship, perhaps change to another job, or start a new job, or start a new business. I mean, or perhaps you were in a school and you wanted to change to another school. I mean, that's creative insecurity. Also, creative insecurity is this brain fog. That is also creative insecurity. So I found that when you were 21 years old. Also, I found drop emotion of grief, but it's not yours. You absorb that, and you absorb that from a woman. Remember that some emotions we absorb. So what does this means? That when you were 22 years old, you were with a woman and she was feeling that. I mean, she was feeling grief. She was feeling a lot of pain, and you, like a sponge, because we are energy, you absorb that emotion. And also I found a Marlene, a trap emotion of terror. I can release that. And as addition to this, the last that I ask is if you are having any kind of broadcast message related with this. I will give you my explanation of a broadcast message. For me, a broadcast message is, imagine that you are like a microphone, and you are saying to the world, you are saying to all people, because this is the broadcast message that I found. That is in your subconscious mind, is not in the conscious mind, is in the subconscious mind, but that is the signal that you are giving to everyone. And the broadcast message that you were having, it was saying, I am weak. Then I release it, and always when we find a broadcast message, it's recommend to install another one. So then that signal that you are going to give to the people, to the world, is going to be different. And now the broadcast message that was installed for you is, I am successful. So that is the message that you are going to give to the people. So thank you for much for volunteer, Marlene. I would like to know if something has resonated with you. How do you feel? Remember, Marlene, it's very important that you drink water, that you keep yourself hydrated. Always, I set up the intention that everything that is released, your body is going to release with ease, with love, with peace, with harmony. But also at the same time, always I like to tell people about this healing period that is, you can feel awesome, and right away you can feel that you feel good, that you feel more in harmony, more in peace. Some people feel that they were carrying something here in the shoulders and is not anymore. So how do you feel? But also, I have seen, at least in my personal practice, that 1% of the people that I work with, they can have like processing symptoms, and sometimes they can have like some kind of headache, or perhaps you can have some baby dreams. That is normal. So anything, you can reach me, you can write me. I will be very happy to help you. Let's see. Okay, let's see, Nick. Marlene is saying, thank you very much, Paula. Yes, it resonates a lot. Well, Marlene, for Nick and I, it's going to be wonderful in other of the shows that we will have, that you come to the show and you update us. Because today we work with feeling fear of making decisions and taking actions. It's going to be different for you. So please come to the show and update us. How are you feeling? Are you better right now taking decisions? What is going on? Thank you so much, Marlene.
Yeah, I agree with you, Paola. You know, we definitely want to, like people that we work with on the show, we want to know how they're doing
Yes.
afterwards.
Yes.
You know, that's really, really, really important. Because what I see a lot is that the body basically heals in layers,
Mhm.
you know. So you release like one layer, you know, of something going on, that's gone, and then the body says, okay, now that you released that layer, there's like this deeper stuff here that needs to be released next. So you know, like I said, I see a lot for people that the body heals in layers, you know, and it takes time.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. I have seen, I'm sure that you have seen also that, Nick. For example, sometimes I work with someone that has physical pain. And let's say they say that they are having like pain in the shoulders. So I release that, I work with that. And then they say, the discomfort is gone, but now I'm feeling the discomfort in my neck. And
Mhm.
that's the reason I say pain and what we release come in layers. It's not that the pain in the shoulders moved to the neck. No, it's because we remove the layers in the shoulders and now you are feeling like the pain in the neck. Yeah, so that's true.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like the body is very wise. It understands exactly what it needs to do to heal itself on many, many different levels. So, yeah, like you were saying, Paola, you know, if pain in the shoulders is released, then the body says, oh, thank goodness that's no longer there. Hey, I had this pain in my neck that I've been struggling with for years and years and years. Let's go ahead and work on that next. You know, that's basically what the body is saying. So,
Exact,
you
exact,
know, so that's why the body heals in layers.
exact. And then, well, guys, next show, it's going to be super interesting. Invite the people that you think they will like. Now I have seen that a lot of people is having a lot of anxiety with food. So next show is going to be related with food anxiety. You are going to love that. Nick and I were going to work with that. I want to add something that I have seen that also some pets, I mean, dogs and cats, they are having, I mean, right now with this quarantine that we are having, I have seen that also is affecting animals. I mean, at least in my personal practice, I have been working with dogs and cats right now, and with a lot of anxiety, and they have been gaining weight. They have been gaining weight. So we're going to be working with food anxiety. It's going to be an awesome show. We're going to be very happy to be here to choose one volunteer, well, two volunteers. Nick will choose one, I will choose one. So that is
Mhm.
going to be awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it will be awesome. And you know, with that show, I'll be talking more about inherited emotions. You know, because with food, a lot of times we think that it's our own stuff that we're dealing with, when it could actually be trapped emotions that we've taken on from our parents if they have felt anxiety around food, or our grandparents or our ancestors. So I always find it very interesting that when someone is having a concern, that sometimes that concern isn't 100% theirs. You know, it's stuff that they've taken on or inherited from other people, that they are then feeling those emotions that are driving their actions and their reactions.
Yeah. Awesome, 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 awesome. So we're going to be very happy to be here next Sunday. Remember, we do this show at every Sunday at 11 o'clock Mountain Time and 12 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah, and then if you wanted to connect with us, we have a Facebook page for Nick and Paola's Breakthrough Show. I also have my business Facebook page, which is Cultivate Wellness, or you can just go ahead and friend me on Facebook. My name is Nick Kidawski. You should see it on the lower left-hand side of my little video image here. And then Paola, I know that you also have your own personal Facebook page as well.
Yes, my own personal Facebook page is Paola Ripoll. Is Paola LCR Ripoll, like my name it's here, or it's Paola Healing. So in any of our personal Facebook, you can friend us in Facebook. Yeah, and we will be very happy to be friends in Facebook.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, everyone, I think we went a little bit over, but that's all right. You know, time flies when you're having fun. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Both Paola and I are just so grateful for you, so appreciative of you. We're so glad that you have taken some time out from your Sunday to check out what we do.
Yes. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you, Dinora, that was also here. Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Nick, for this awesome show. So thank you. And let's see everyone and more people in the next show.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. All right, everyone, thank you very much. And hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And both Paola and I will see you next Sunday on Nick and Paola's Breakthrough Show on Facebook Live.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Goodbye,
bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.